I tell you guys, these marriages are not safe, girl. You got to be careful, especially when you are in Atlanta, Georgia. Did you guys hear about this case? The husband then took out his wife. Yeah, mind you, this woman, and they're elders, okay? She beat breast cancer twice. She beat cancer twice. But why did she pass away from the virus? Okay, you guys know the virus I'm talking about starts with the letter A, from her husband. And that's why, even in these marriages, you got to use protection, okay? Because you cannot trust your partners. They are out here cheating, adultery, doing whatever it is, betrayal. Okay, and then in this story, and let me tell you guys, I have a video where her kids are speaking out against this man. Yeah, her kids are speaking out. And it's crazy because her kids had to do extra investigation because they were just going to let her go and pass away. But the kids say, nah, 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 nah. Y'all not going to tell me that my mom passed away from that A virus? Something ain't right because my mama was not out here like this. So now everybody's looking at the husband. You got some explaining to do. What is really going on? Come to find out that husband been had that thing. Had it before he even met her. But he was on medication. Okay? And then it's so much. It's so much. But before I continue to tell you guys the story, and don't forget, I got the videos of the family speaking out in this video that I want you guys to look at. I got to introduce myself. I am Gigi with the T. Some people call me messy, honey, but honey, I'm so sweet, damn near delicious. All right, so make sure you subscribe here and make sure you guys comment. I love to see you guys' comments. The engagement really helps. And make sure you like this video. Let's get these likes up. Let's get these likes up. Let's get the likes up. Okay, let's not play with it. All right, so here we go again. So they met a while back. I think they met in 2014, if I'm not mistaken. They said that he had the virus since 2006. That's when he was on medication. Okay, so he been had the virus, and it wasn't the A virus he had. You know, he had the V, but the V, if you don't take medication and you're not on that stuff, it turns into the A. So he knew this. What was that? Oh 06, oh 07, oh 08, oh 09, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 8 years he knew what he had. And he still got with her, dating her. They got married. I guess you guys are not getting tested before you guys getting married. Now, I don't know why you guys not getting tested before you married. You hear every time I turn on the news or social media, we always hear the stats in the black community, how it's high with the ST, you know what, how it's high in Houston. It's high in all these inner black cities. So why you guys not doing that? Why you guys not even looking at these guys criminals? Because you guys know a lot of them are criminals too. You got to do your research. You have to vet, and it's about protecting yourself, you know. But she married him, and even when she married him, he was out there cheating on her. Yeah, now you may say, was he cheating with men or women? I don't know what he was cheating her with, okay? He was cheating, and she kicked him out. Yeah, in their marriage, she kicked him out. She said, no, no, you betrayed me. She wasn't having that, and she kicked him out. And I guess he begged to come back because they said that she did forgive him, and he came back, and she made sure he got tested because he was out there in the streets. But what she should have made, listen, it's not enough he get tested. Y'all, you need to get tested too. But she didn't get tested, I'm assuming, but he got tested and he brought the report back and it said negative for him. Now, I don't know if he gave her like a scam report because I'm sure they can do anything can be scams. And I know people say, well, go to my results or whatever, my results. Anything can be scammed. Shit. Okay? It don't matter what it is. Anything can be a scam. These criminals are very smart on how they can do things, okay? So you just don't put your trust in humans and always, go get tested with them, get the hard copy. You know what I mean? But I guess they proceeded. Um, they said the results came back, and I don't know because he was on a medication that it came back, not positive, whatever. But the test results was a result what made her feel comfortable and stay in that relationship. So they stayed in, and they said she got diagnosed 2 days before she died. So she didn't know what was going on. Possibly she thought it was the cancer. A lot of people are saying, well, you went and you did all that cancer treatment. Why didn't they test you for ST, what, when you had all these cancer treatments? They said that when the people looking for cancer, that's all they're looking for. They're not testing nothing else. You have to ask to be tested. Even when the doctors say we're going to test you for everything, they don't be texting you for everything. You have to ask to please test me for X, Y, and Z. Okay, so I guess she never did that. And if she did, she would have found out that she had that virus. So she could have saved herself and been on that medication. I mean, he didn't even give her a chance. He didn't tell her. And he just watched her scribble up and die. Like he watched her get sick. And I'm wondering, in your head, you never thought maybe she got what you got because you're out here doing her raw dogging and you're off on your medication, then you on your medication. He wasn't consistent with his medication because he was trying to hide from her. So they said a couple of times, months would go on and he would not be on that medication. So he was just very selfish. And now he's doing time. I don't know if he's going to do life, but I think so. He should. He's going to be time. And this all could have been prevented, man. If you got it, leave these women alone. Okay? It's just as simple as that. But why did he have to be in this relationship with her? I mean, he's an old man. I mean, come on. Ain't nobody caring about if he's single or not. I know people think, well, maybe he was hiding because he need a beard. At your old ass age, nobody cares. I can understand if you are 35 or under and you need a beard, okay? But I think when you 40 and up, nobody cares anymore about what you're doing, if you married, I don't know. I just feel like the marriage relationship, when people are pressuring you, is when you're 18, about 35. That's when people looking, you ain't married yet, you don't got no kids yet, oh, you must be gay. But over 40, man, please, just live your life single, okay? Live your life single. You don't got to be married. You don't got to get in a relationship, but he is older. So the mentality is possibly different. And some people are going to get in these relationships with these women for their mindset, for their safety concerns. So, and you said, well, what do you mean by for their safety concern? Okay, say for instance, if I put myself in a DL position and I'm 50 years old, I think there was like 50, 60 years old, they were old. I will already think that if a man is not with a woman, then he must be gay. So I'm going to project that and I'm going to be like, I need to be with a woman because I don't want people to think I'm gay. And I'm always having this mindset in my head, people thinking I'm gay, people thinking I'm gay. So I need to be with a woman or I need to get married to a woman for my comfort, for my mindset, not for anyone else's, but for mine because I know how I project out here. And so I have that same insecurity. So being with her or just saying I'm being married to the woman, it just makes me feel more confident about my manhood. It makes me feel good about me being identifying as a straight man and nobody's questioning it because I have a wife at home. And, I think when you're 40 and 60 years old and you're so used to living on the down low, you're comfortable in that type of space and you don't want to get out your comfort zone. So coming out, I don't think it's never an option for a lot of them. They always want to stay in that comfort zone of having a wife at home that love them, that nurture them. And it's a lot of benefits that comes with a wife that really care about you and love you that you can't get with another man. I mean, I don't see a lot of these men nurturing and loving. I see a whole bunch of chaos. That's what I see. And a whole bunch of freak offs, you know. But when you get with a woman, it's a good thing and how she love you and nurturing you and she not going to be out here freaking off. Of course, some girls do, but majority of women is not out here doing the freak offs, you know what I mean? So I think he wants to have his cake and eat it too. And I don't even know if he's a homosexual or DL. I'm just saying just in case because it is Atlanta and I know how you guys operate and think. So, he want to have his wife and he wants to, sneak a leak with whoever he's sneaking a leak with. It could be a stripper hoe, or prostitutes. We don't know. But her life was cut short. It should have been longer. And the man that said that he loved her, he cared for her, he protected her, he did the opposite. He did not protect her. He should have told her in the beginning to give her a choice, but he took that choice away from her. And then he did it raw with her. He didn't even think to just, okay, let's just use protection. Maybe he felt if I use protection, she's going to know something. And then it was just a lot of hidden shit that he hid from her, and he did. But at the end of it all, when she passed away, and they said she passed away from that virus 2 days before she died, that's when the family said, you know what, that don't sound right for my mom. No, we're not going to go out like that. And the family wanted to get an investigation, like how did she get the virus? Did you guys give her a needle? And then, husband, why aren't you speaking up? Why aren't you saying anything? Why aren't you concerned? Because he the one that gave her the goddamn virus. So I guess, I don't know if they tested his blood. Did he allow him to test the blood? The husband had to knew he was a villain in the whole situation. Okay? I don't know how they did that. I don't know why didn't the husband, you about to go down. You ain't run away. He ain't run away. So I guess, but if he did run away, then that's going to make it more obvious. So I guess he just said it is what the fuck it is. But another thing too, okay, if she died from the virus and the family was like, how did my mom get this virus? Can you check out her husband? So I don't know, maybe they ran his name and found out he was diagnosed in '06, you know? And that's how, you know what I mean? I don't know. Then people could say, well, how do you know she did not know? Because if she knew, I don't know how I can tell she did not know, but the family said she did not know. The family said if she would have knew, she would have did something about it. She would have been proactive. She would have got on the medication. She would have told her kids because she's very open with her kids and she was fighting to stay alive from that cancer. So why would she just allow that virus to eat her up? When she knew she had it, she can do something about it. But I guess when she went to the doctor, it was too late. It have went so far where medication could not help her anymore. And like the report says, she died 2 days after she was diagnosed with that virus. And that's when the family went to the investigation. So just be careful out here, even with your husbands. You cannot trust these men, the ladies out here that are single. Ain't you blessed? Okay? The ones that are okay with being single, ain't you blessed? You don't have to worry about no drama, no man taking you out of here, no man giving you anything because you're celibate. And I guess, if you're out here and you're actively doing the do and you guys are not wrapping it up and you're taking these chances, this could happen to you, so you have to be aware about that. Even if they give you a test result on Monday that says negative, if you constantly with this person and you guys are doing it raw, who's to say in 2 months he cheated on you and you didn't know because he likes doing it raw, and he comes back and give you something, but you won't know because you feel like I just got tested a month ago and I seen his results. Things can happen real quick, and how you guys are moving so reckless out here. You know, y'all passing the shit out like tic-tac-toe. Okay, so let's look at this video. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe here at the Messy Sweet Spot, okay?
Man is behind bars tonight, charged with killing his wife, not allegedly with a gun or a knife, but by giving her AIDS.
Fox 5's Kevin Stewart joins us live from the Rockdale County Jail in Conyers with the story. Kevin?
The victim here was diagnosed with cancer, but soon doctors realized she had more than cancer. She had AIDS, and that's why her husband is here at the Rockdale County Jail. This is Denise and Cleveland Brody, married in 2014 after meeting at a Christmas party 2 years prior. These were better times.
And she loved this man. She really, really loved him.
But Cleveland Brody is now accused of violating his wife's trust, the family's faith. Rockdale County deputies have charged him with murdering Denise Brody, knowingly infecting her with HIV, his status completely unknown to her. She died in 2022 at 65.
And how long did she live after the diagnosis?
2 days.
She put him out when she found out he was cheating on her. And she loved him so much that she actually allowed him to come back, asked him to take a test because he's out there. And he was smart enough to know that it would not get picked up.
Prosecutors first charged the husband in 2023 with only reckless conduct HIV, but the family pushed for murder and did the detective work to share with authorities.
Get evidence of the fact that he had it before he met my mother.
2 years later, now her stepfather is charged with felony murder.
Because at any time he could have told her, I have this, and gave her the right to make the decision on whether or not she wanted to stay with him.
And one of the reasons why this is so tough for the family is because AIDS is no longer a death sentence. They're encouraging people to be tested for all STDs. Reporting live in Rockdale County, Kevin Stewart, Fox 5 News.
Wow, just such shocking details coming out of that case. Kevin, thanks.